Some of my school members have been talking about CRMs and alternatives to the really expensive ones, and also about email management and not leaving money on the table because they haven't answered an email fast enough or they just didn't see it at all. So I decided to create this video and show you how to use a very simple make automation and a CRM created in Airtable in order to manage all the incoming inquiries and also being able to store them somewhere where it's not expensive and at the same time get a notification so you don't leave money on the table. Okay, let me change my screen and I'll show you both of them. So basically, as I said, it's a super simple automation. It only has 5 modules and I'll go through them in just a second. And this automation is linked to my CRM built on Airtable. And I'm going to show you a little automation that I've made as well. But basically, the CRM has all my contacts, projects, tasks, and retainers if you're on some retainer. And I've been showing some things around, so ignore this first row here. But we're going to work with this Airtable and this automation. And if you want the blueprint to this automation or any of my other blueprints, or actually even a copy of this CRM, just make sure that you join my school community. It's very cool, it's very active, and I would love to have you over. Okay, so I'm going to open each of these modules and show you what's happening. So the very first one is watching my email. So basically, I have linked my Google Drive and my Gmail. I've got, for this tutorial, I just linked it to my inbox, but generally what I suggest is that you have a specific inbox, a specific folder in your account where all the inquiries go. That way, you're not going to have all kinds of emails being transferred into your CRM. And basically, we're looking at all unread emails. And that's all we're doing with this first module. I've set it as 5 a number of results as maximum. You can set it up to whatever you want. All right, the next module is a text parser, because what I want to do is when I send an email back, I just want to use the very first name. So basically, I'm parsing the 2 names because when you get an email, you generally have a first and last name all together, and you want to separate them and use just the first name. Otherwise, it sounds a little bit weird and it sounds robotic. The next one is we're going to create a record in Airtable, and we're going to send the email, the name and the email of the person and what that inquiry is. So basically what the body of the email is. That's all we're going to do here. The next email that we're going to send is an email that is kind of like an autoresponder, and we're going to use the email address. We're going to I've set it up as a subject line. Your inquiry has been received. You can make whatever subject line you want. And the content type is HTML, so we can actually structure it nicely. And then here's where that text parser comes in. As you can see, it's parsed only my first name. So it says, "Hey, Monica." Let me just close this. "Thank you for your inquiry. This is a quick email to let you know that I've received it, and I will be in touch within the next couple of hours." So basically, all I want to do is let them know that I've actually got the email, because this is where people get really frustrated when they send an inquiry to a business and that business never gets back to them, or gets back to them in several hours, the day after, 2 days later, or as I said, never. So basically, give them an exact time frame. I have given myself a 2-hour time frame, so I want to get back to anyone within 2 hours. And I'm going to click out of it. And the last thing we're doing is we are going to send a Slack message to, in my case, myself, going, "Hey, a new inquiry, please contact the sender." and I have given the sender's name, the sender's email, and the text content. So that way, as soon as something arrives, I get a notification on my phone from a Slack direct message saying, hey, something's coming. Make sure that you contact this person in the next 2 hours. All right, so I've sent myself a email. So basically this is my email and it says, hello, looking for a quote on automating my email management. I just decided to keep it super, super simple. Thanks, Monica. All right. The next thing I want to show you is the CRM and what happens. So as soon as an email hits my automation and hits the Airtable, what we're going to get is we're going to get the name, the email, and the initial inquiry, which is right here. But then I'll have this automation that says, hey, as soon as a new record is created, update the record. So the record we're updating is this one. This one. So basically, I want to make sure that I get the initial inquiry as a status. So if I open my CRM the next day and I've had 5 inquiries, I can see which inquiries are brand new. I can also see maybe I have contacted them and I've scheduled a Zoom, so I don't have to continue chasing that initial inquiry. But I think that it's super, super important to have something to show you that initial inquiry so you can action it. Because imagine, like, with 1 or 2, it doesn't really matter if you have, a couple of contacts here. But once you start having hundreds, thousands contacts, it will start making a lot of sense to have the status come up as initial inquiry that needs to be actioned now. All right. Now, let's go through the automation and see what happens in real time. I'm going to start the automation from that email that I sent myself. Okay, and I'm going to run it once. Okay, so I just received the email. It went into, as you can see, it went into my Airtable. I've got the initial inquiry selected. I've got the contact name. I've got my email address. And I have that initial inquiry that I sent out. Now, the next thing we did is we sent an email back. And let's go and check out my email. So as you can see, I just received an email going, hey, Monica, thank you. Actually, I will probably fix that and make sure that it's capitalized. Thank you for your inquiry. This is a quick email to let you know that I have received it and I'll be in touch within the next couple of hours, which is great. So I've just sent something and a minute or so later, I'm receiving an email going, hey, I've got you. I will be in touch. So it's all about communication when it comes to receiving inquiries, talking to new clients or prospective leads and all that. And a lot of people really, really fail in communication, and that's why they lose jobs, they lose contracts, or they lose clients because they keep ignoring them. Right, and the last thing I'm doing is sending myself a Slack message, which is right here. So as you can see, this came in today. I have been playing with it, but here's the new inquiry. Please contact the sender. So this will come up on my phone and I can action it straight away. And this is it. Super, super simple, but super powerful and a great way to build a CRM. I pay only about $12 a month for Airtable, and I have everything in Airtable. So it's really worth exploring how you can use Airtable for your CRM in conjunction with email management so you don't lose these initial inquiries. And once again, as I said, if you want to get all my blueprints, if you want to get access to this Airtable, make sure you join the school community. It's amazing to have people around you that are on the same journey.